Hi guys, it's Sylvia and welcome to the 16 of our Excel for Beginners series. In our last class, we looked at how to apply simple formats in our worksheet, and I showed you guys how to make your worksheet look professional. So if you haven't watched it, I advise you go back to watch it. So today we're looking at conditional formatting. What does conditional formatting does in Excel? Conditional formatting is basically like selecting a range and then telling Excel to meet a particular condition for that range. So let's practicalize it. Still be making use of our monthly budget here. Oh, there's something I didn't do during our last class. I didn't convert our prices to currency. I didn't convert them to currency. So let's do that. Say just highlight, select all your amounts, and then click on this under number grouping. Click on this drop down arrow and come to currency and then select Naira. Since you're making use of Naira, just have to scroll down, scroll the way down to see Naira. Yeah, let's select this. Let's see. Okay, so yeah. Okay, now let's go. Let me adjust this as I showing. Just double click to adjust. I will show you a shortcut to adjust, but that's not what we are here for today. So conditional formatting, I said selecting a range and intending Excel to meet a particular condition for that range. So let's assume this is my monthly budget here. Okay, let's say I want to see prices that are above, let's say 50,000 naira. So what do I do? I'll select my range. This is my range. I won't select the total because total is the sum total of all my bills. So I'll select my bills and then under home, you see conditional formatting. Click on the drop down. There are a lot of conditional formatting. There's highlight cells, there's top bottom rows, there's data bars. There are a lot of things you can do with conditional formatting, but I'll be talking about the most important ones, which is highlight cell rows. So I want to see numbers, my amount prices that are above 50,000 naira. I click on greater than, and it showed me 260, but that's not what I want to see. I'll clear it out and type out my 50,000 naira, and then I can decide to leave it as light red fill, or select colors to let's say yellow dark fill, or you can just go custom and then let's click on font. Let's bold in the font. Let's change the color to, let's say, a dark green, and then come to fill. Let's select a lighter green and dark green, and then click on OK. Click on OK. So you see, these are prices that are above 50,000 naira. Okay, what if I want to see prices that are 50,000 naira greater than or equals to 50,000, and not just greater than 50,000 naira? Still under conditional format, you see something they call manage rules under it. That's because I already had like a conditional format already, so I want to make an edit on it. So I click on the manage rules, and then he said, is it current selection or this worksheet? I will just click on this worksheet. But if I have more than one conditional formatting, it's going to show me here. But just because I have only one, I currently have only one, that's why it's showing just this. Then I click on edit rule. So you see, instead of the greater than, I'll select greater than or equal to 50,000, and then I click on OK and click on OK again. So you see, these are my prices that are greater than the 50,000 and above. So we can also make, there are a lot of things can do in conditional formatting actually. So I advise you guys to play around with it. Okay, let's assume that okay, I spend now around 45,000 naira, and I don't want to exceed this amount monthly. So conditional formatting also help us to track our expenses, not to overspend. So let's say I don't want to spend more than now around 45,000 monthly. So I will just highlight my total here. Still under conditional formatting, highlight rows greater than. Yes, let's leave it, and let me leave it as light field. Greater than, I don't want to spend more than this light field. Let's click OK. So what happens if, let's assume that okay, my car spoils during May, and instead of the normal 500,000 naira for my car maintenance, I spent 700,000 naira for it. So So what happened? Let me increase this. What happened? Oh, the rules didn't apply. Let's go over it again. Conditional formatting greater than, no, let's say 95, 945,000 naira, and I click OK. Okay, see, because I spent more than 500,000 naira on this May 2026, it shows automatically filled it with red that, oh, like it sent a signal that I overspent for this month. So it's basically, you're basically supposed to also track our expenses. So there are a lot of things you can do with conditional formatting, and I would like you to, practicalize it. May just play around with the remaining ones, top to bottom rows. Just play around with it. There are a lot of things you can do with it. So that's it for today. In our next class, we'll be looking at other parts in Excel, and I'd like you to stay with me because we are moving to the most technical aspects in this Excel class. That's the if statement, but that will be in our next two classes. Not the next one, we're talking about named ranges and table. So thank you for sticking with me. Stay tuned.